Hey dog sport handlers, welcome to the Canine Handler Fitness podcast. I'm your host, Liz Joyce, your go-to expert for all things dog sport fitness. Whether you're running agility, doing protection work, tackling search and rescue, handling a tough tugger, or just looking to build strength for a lifetime of adventures with your dog, remember, you are half the team, and I'm here to help you stay strong, mobile, and injury-free. Join me as I break down the unique demands of handler fitness, speed, strength, endurance, and everything you need to perform at your best, both in and after ring. Let's stay strong, stay in the game, and keep doing what we love. Let's dive in. Hey y'all, today I'm interviewing a long-term client in our group program named Sarah Novak. She is an incredible handler, a very inspiring woman. And one of the things that I love the most about what she said in this interview is that as she's getting older, her dog is getting faster. And we're finding ways to work with her body and make her agility game really strong. I really hope you enjoy our conversation. And thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Hey friends, and welcome back to the podcast. Today I'm extra excited because I get to chat with someone who's not only a longtime client, but also a powerhouse in the agility world. Today we're talking with Sarah Novak, and she is a member of the Canadian European Open team. She has been on many national teams and handles at a really high level. Sarah is also teaching Levi and I agility, which is super fun. Her journey is such a cool one because she's seen firsthand how fitness has transformed not just her body, but how she moves, handles, and has the ability to connect with her dog on the course. We're going to dig into what fitness has done for her handling, how it's changed her agility game, and the ways that she keeps herself ready for the demands of high-level competition. I really can't wait for you to hear her perspective. She is a competitor. She is a coach. She's just an all-around awesome human. Let's dive in. So Sarah, why don't you tell us a little bit about what got you into agility in the first place? Tell us about your dogs and what you got going on.
All right. I have been competing in agility for just over 20 years. Like many agility people, I come from a horse background before that. I did show jumping and I rode Western and barrel racing, all that stuff as a younger person. I had seen agility when I was riding in high school. I went away to college and I said, as soon as I graduate college, I am getting a dog and I am doing dog agility. I got my first little Jack Russell and it's been down the rabbit hole ever since. And I currently have a Parson Russell Terrier and just about an 11-year-old Border Collie Cross and my 4-year-old Border Collie, Hayes. That is my main competition dog right now.
We all love Hayes. If you ever go to an agility competition and Sarah's there, make sure that you get a Hayes hug because he is very good.
Sometimes he gives those out even when you don't want one. So yeah, you'll probably get a hazy hug.
Especially when you're wearing black pants on the dirt surface. So Sarah, tell me about what goals you have when you first signed up and when you first started. What was the thing that made you adjust how you were training?
I always thought that really targeted stuff for your sport is excellent. And there, to me, wasn't a lot that I had ever found. Even working with my own personal trainers, they would give you stuff, okay, so you need to run, and they would give me a little bit of drills and that, but I never felt like it was that sport specific, and I don't know that they really understood that. It addressed everything that I was hoping it would and more. And again, your own personal feedback has been just awesome for like tiny little details of things and working through issues. Me getting older, I found that my needs were changing, especially me with having my chronic pain, being able to work through that. It's totally changed my trajectory and my fitness and how I handle my dog. I'm getting older and my dogs are getting faster, so that's also something I need to deal with. So I can't be the handler I was 3 or 4 years ago for the dog I have now. It's been a big change for sure.
That's interesting that you bring that up about getting older and your dog getting faster.
I know other people that feel the same way too. Honestly, I feel sometimes I put as much work into myself as I do with my dog. And there's not always time I feel like we put so much time into our dogs because ultimately they're the most important, but I can't let myself go either because otherwise I can't run my dog with all that hard work I put in.
Here's a hot question, because I hear this from quite a few people, and I think sometimes when people are doing agility, like you're saying, it's really easy to get focused on what the dog is doing and get focused on the coursework and their line when they're running it and all of that kind of stuff. Did you notice changes in your ability to navigate the course? As those of you that haven't taken any programs with me, Sarah originally enrolled in the Fast and Agile course. That course incorporates different skills and drills and movement patterns and involves connection with your arm and so on. And without the dog there, the goal is to help people get more clarity about their own footwork. Did you notice that little bit of time, like those 4 drills that you did a couple times a week, did that improve your footwork on course? Did you notice a difference?
Oh, like 100%. And we apply the same things with our dogs doing kind of foundation flat work. And honestly, it was a huge thing for me. Being able to run with my arm back while moving forward and not falling over, and being able to do that confidently with speed. And my biggest payoff, I think, that I notice with myself is I can pretty reliably now get ahead of my dog. He does have skills where I am able to send him away to things, but I can move through things and actually get ahead of him a fair amount on course, which for me would have been very intimidating even a couple years ago. Him as a 1-year-old dog or a 2-year-old dog, I definitely didn't have that as my own skill like I do now. Even just watching videos from me, just my balance and everything looks better out on course.
I agree. And if any of you are friends with Sarah Novak, there's an epic picture of her at the European Open where her biceps are just bicepping and her butt's popping. And I was like, yes, that's my girl. She works out.
Yeah, well, that was like, look, Liz, see, I do my homework.
I also use my arms when I run.
Yeah, like, and to me, those have been big key things too. We always think of like the leg power, but the stuff I learned through those arm drill exercises, like being able to pump my arms and create my power through my upper body has been a big change. And my elbows, I was such like an elbow out runner, and I've really worked on keeping my elbows in. And I have a good friend that's a big part of your program, and she yells at me for keeping my elbows out. Like she's, keep your elbows in, and things like that, just to help with your running form has been a huge help to me. So
that is amazing. That's amazing to hear. And I see the difference in your handling too. And speaking of which, you are also an agility coach of people who are first starting, like me. Levi and I just started with you recently and loving it. But you coach a large group of people, and like anyone that's client facing that works with the general population, you see a wide variety of people that come into agility.
Just like the variety of dogs I work with on a weekly basis, I would say the people variety is just as big. I work with everybody from their like early 20s up until their 60s, 70s. Our oldest student, we see her once a week. She's 85. There's a little bit of everything in between. I have some ladies in classes that are very fit in their 60s, and one lady in particular has inspired another group of women, and they work out. They go to their workouts together. So that's just so cool. And those women inspire me, because for me, and I want to be that in 20 years from now. If there's people that are in their early 20s and see me in their late 40s, and I can show them that like when you're in your 40s, you're not dead. And then for these ladies that I have and that are older than me, that just inspire me all the time. I think people see that, and I think it's really cool.
It's super cool. And when I think of you, I think about you as a leader in that realm for people also. By the way, I heard this term this weekend that I think you're going to love just as much as me, and it's cougar puberty.
Cougar what?
Cougar puberty. I'm not in perimenopause.
Oh my God. Oh God. I think my friends are going to make me a shirt now.
I think we're just going to hit adolescence all over again. It's coming up.
I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Literally my joints. I feel it in my joints.
I feel it in my joints. Yeah.
So I want to hear a little bit about, because you do a combo of strength training, sprint work, ladder drills, some stretching and mobility stuff. We were talking about drill work and skill work with your feet and sprinting and cleaning that up. And I love your observation about your arm position, because I don't think people understand how much that will impact their speed. And also when people feel like they've gotten to as fast as they can move their legs, if they can pump their arms faster, their legs will keep up. And it just is that next level for people. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
Because you do strength training though, I'm wondering, do you see that your strength has helped you handle your dogs on course? Do you see the patterning stuff that you do in strength training also show up when you're handling your dog? And I'd love to hear a little bit about that.
I think they all go hand in hand. I don't think you can just do sprint training. I don't think that just focusing on the strength. I really feel like they all work together. My sprinting has gotten better because I've gotten stronger, that type of thing. Really focusing in on some of the weaknesses I had on my lower body, upper body. Both have benefited. As I'm upping my weights, they've been upping and upping, I do feel a lot more powerful on my sprinting. And then again, with some of those mechanic things that I've worked on, they become more second nature now. I feel better and I feel different than I did a few years ago.
So cool. And because Sarah does training with Levi and I for agility, I've had the opportunity to visit her home gym. Every time I step in there, I'm like, so this is going up and we're going to need to get more weight over here.
Yes. Yeah. And not being scared to do it. Like I went up this week on a couple things, and again, I couldn't get as many reps in, but I was definitely like getting heavier. I'm definitely feeling stronger in all of those ways.
Heck yeah. Anybody who has other hobbies and jobs and a life outside of just working out, people have challenges when it comes to sticking to a fitness routine or getting into the habit of building a fitness routine in the first place. So I'd love to hear about how you've made habit out of it, and also what do you do when it gets tricky to stick to your fitness, and what was going on at that time, and what did you do to get past it?
That's a really good question. We're human and life happens. I have a pretty busy schedule. It's a lot better than it had been in the past years. My schedule's a bit more predictable now, so I just have to make the time. Having the home gym also helps me huge. I'm sure there's other people out there that have had the guilt of, I work all day and then I have to go to the gym and leave my dogs at home. Like I used to have that, I don't know, a little bit of guilt for leaving my dogs longer or something. Mostly I've worked at home, or I've had my dogs with me at the facilities I'm teaching at, but it is really nice. Even if you don't have a full gym, just having a few things that you can have your dogs around. I can fit in a 15-minute little workout if I need to. Today I did 45 minutes because I had more time, but on those days where I'm like super bagged and exhausted, I'll just open my app and maybe do one of the like 6-minute core workouts and my stretching. And I feel that at least I've done something on those days where it's really busy. And I think just all those little things add up, and to not get discouraged if you miss a day. But that's where I've gone into, okay, I've had a heck of a day. I'm just going to do some stretching and rolling and that type of thing. So at least I've addressed my body in some way. That is helpful for me. Having some sort of a routine is good. And if you can find a buddy to keep you accountable, or I really love the app because you get to press buttons and I get to have a complete thing, and then it shows me little stars, and then I feel great.
It's nothing the little stars can't fix, right?
Yeah. When my little app gives me a thumbs up every time I finish, I feel good about myself. Everybody's different. You can find 5 minutes in your day, even if you're watching TV at night, just to do a little something.
So it sounds like you were going to a gym outside of your home, and it was tricky to fit it in. Also, that was guilty, and I get that, because if I was working out of home and came home, my dog was here, there's a pretty high chance I would not be leaving my house again, because they've been alone all day. And that's me.
Yeah, exactly. And I used to go in the morning. Usually I'm generally a better early workout person. I know some people prefer later in the day. I like to get it out of the way and then it's done. Like today I was done my workout by 9:30 a.m. and I was like, oh man, I have the whole day to myself. And it was actually a really great feeling.
I hear you. I do know. That's one of the things I tell people the most. They're having a hard time getting into a habit. It's like, you got to fit it in the day, get it done first so you don't have to make a decision about it later. Don't have to balance it with other things, but just get it out of the way. And then again, you don't have to make a decision about it later.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to hear about you being such an experienced agility handler. Now that you've got more balance and more control of your body and more speed, what kinds of changes have you made in how you deal with challenging courses? How you would actually handle the course? What changes have you changed how you handle courses?
Yeah, definitely. Certain things where I would have been like, I have to handle this from behind, I can often get ahead of my dog now, which is really cool. Last weekend in Portugal, we didn't have the best runs of our lives, but we had some really great stuff and some stuff that definitely would have intimidated me before. We nailed it. And it was because I was able to basically power ahead and get ahead of my dog and trust that he was going to be there. So in some of those instances where I would be intimidated and I would have to maybe handle with a rear cross or handle something from behind, I was able to be ahead of him and maybe cue a blind cross. And I felt really great about a lot of those choices. As my good friend Danya said, I'm so proud of you for making every blind cross. And that's a big deal when you have a big, fast dog and you're 47 years old. That was a proud moment for me that I could get in all the handling that I wanted to. I just definitely don't feel that would have been the case a couple years ago.
I love that you can approach a challenging course and you've got now not just only one way that you could handle it, but you've got all of these different options, which I think is really helpful.
Yeah, when I first got my dog, one of my coaches says, he was about a year old, and she's like, make sure you can handle this dog from behind because that's where you're going to be a lot.
Thanks.
And she wasn't wrong. Like, she's completely right about it. And I took that to heart. We really worked on me being able to cue things with me being behind. But now I am able to get ahead of him. There's certain things that I still would be slightly limited on course compared to some of the really ultra mega fast handlers. I still handle a little bit more from a distance than some other people, but I'm handling to the best of my ability, 100%.
And we still have years to get you even faster, so.
Yeah.
And has that improved his speed on course too?
Yeah, in some areas it definitely will. Ultimately, we want them to chase us around the course and not chase our dog around the course. But I think it has helped in some degrees. And if you can get ahead, you can tighten up lines, you can set lines a little better for your dog sometimes if you can be a bit more ahead of them. It takes a different kind of trust with the dog. I couldn't be more happy with our progress. Just because of my physical state, my training on him, and all of the mindset work that I've done also to go with that. So it's a whole thing.
It really is a whole thing. I know.
Yeah. And you've got to take care of yourself and your dog and all of those things. So
I'd love to hear from you. What advice would you give to other handlers who are hesitant about starting a fitness program and want to improve their agility game?
Yeah, and I think that's a really good question. And I think it depends. People come from so many different fitness backgrounds. I've always been involved in some sort of sport since I was a kid, but there's a lot of people that have not had any sort of sport or fitness background at all. And I think it can be very intimidating for people. I think the community that you've created is very supportive, and from stuff that I've read, there's a lot of people that haven't really focused that much on themselves. It's always been about the dog. And I think it's jumping in and trying it and not overwhelming yourself. It does take a while to see changes, but all of those little pieces add up. If you keep picking away at it a little bit each day, you're going to see results. And be easy on yourself for not being perfect, and listen to your body. And that's the best advice I could say. Our dogs teach us so much. The only reason I'm as healthy and fit as I am is because of my dogs. If I didn't have them, I'm not sure what I would be doing.
The undertone of all of our lives.
Yeah, exactly. My dogs inspire me to be a better, healthier person. So that's pretty cool.
It's very cool. It's very cool. All right, Sarah, tell us, looking ahead, you've done some really incredible things with agility in the last couple of years since I've known you. And what are your fitness goals? And also, where do you see yourself heading with your agility journey with Mr. Hayes?
I just want to keep getting better. There's still things that I'm trying to work on physically, some of my imbalances and weaknesses. Those do get better. I need my own body work fairly often to keep me mobile. So I just have to keep on trucking, keep pushing myself. And for Hayes and I, we're still growing and learning together. He's just 4 years old, and I want to be the best I can be to be the best for him. That's what it all comes down to for me. I'm involved in bike joring too, so I'm really trying to keep up my fitness for that, because we've got some big stuff coming up with that. And of course, agility being our main thing.
Thanks so much for being here today. And if people want to train with you, can you tell them about what you've got going on right now?
We are in Calgary. It is Good as Gold Training. Goldtraining.ca is our website. We offer full gamut of agility classes, and we have a few other dog sports that are taught at the facility. Also, agility is awesome and great for your fitness.
It is. And it's super fun too. It's been really cool seeing the foundation work that I did with Shade and also with Sarah and with whoever else I've been working with, how that's helped his agility be a little bit easier for us to pick up. We're having so much fun. Yeah.
And you guys have a great foundation, and you have obviously a great fitness foundation. I think you've heard me comment on how good your footwork is already as you're learning your crosses. And I said, I know a great program for that.
I'm like, I think I do too.
Yeah, I must have taken that program. No, and I can't thank you enough in what you do for all of these dog sport people and all of the sports that people are in that have taken your programs. It's just huge. And people that I know that are in your programs or have taken it, it's been a game changer.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, it's been really fun working with everybody. All right, well, thanks so much.
You are welcome, Liz.
Thanks so much for being here with me today and choosing to spend this time investing in yourself. I hope you feel encouraged to take action. Even the smallest steps forward will add up in ways you cannot even imagine yet. If this episode gave you something to think about or lifted you up, please share it with a friend. You really never know who might need these tools today. For more information, practical tools, and resources to help you get stronger and confident both in and out of the ring, head on over to caninehandlerfitness.com. You can also find me on all the socials under the same name, so come on over and say hi. I'm here to help you build the skills, knowledge, and belief you need to reach your goals. Keep going, keep learning, and most of all, keep showing up for yourself. You've got this, and I'll be here cheering for you every step of the way.